What? Hello, hi, welcome back to another episode of Timberborn, where we're playing Timberborn on hard mode and the Helix map, and it's actually doing pretty good. I think we're doing fine for the most part. I don't think we're having issues with getting established. I feel like we're at a point. I mean, we did take a bit of a dive bomb in death. Well, it's not on the recent page anymore because that was a while ago. Because of course, as soon as I end the stream, a bunch of beavers decided to die of thirst and starvation and stuff like that. And then unfortunately, we also got 2 contaminated beavers down here, and I don't know how I'm going to deal with them. I think I'm just going to let them be there, because the deal with contaminated beavers, let me see. I think it's well-being, correct? It's this thing. We need this. And we just simply don't have the means to even get close to there. Let's see. Double showers. No. Yeah, I don't think we have any means of dealing with sick beavers. So they're just gonna have to perish with the rest of them. But anyways, I feel like we're doing pretty good. The goal for today's stream is to get these places over here established. So we're gonna try to get to these water sources, get our beavers established there. I'd also like to get this filled up. As you can see, we did set up a floodgates in the back of this dam, just in case, because I'd like to get like this as a water reserve. I actually want to try to get a water pump over here, if at all possible, because I believe this is going to be our deepest area to get water at 2 deep. Also here, like these two are pretty good pumping areas. So I feel like this is going to be a good area to just keep our water reserves whenever we get like bad tides and stuff. Also, another thing I started working on is I'm trying to unlock floodgates. That's what I was doing. I wanted to get these 3 deep floodgates, which were a little more than halfway there. And the reason why I wanted 3 deep ones is because I want to get the water redirected. So when we get bad tides, I want to be able to close the floodgates here and have the bad tide. Do I want it? No. Well, I mean, obviously it needs to work its way out of here, which is probably, it's going to be somewhere over here. So we'll have to get bad tide water. I think this is where I want the 3 high one, is right here. So whenever we get a bad tide, I can pull up the gates, have the water flush out here, and then, you know, in these areas instead. Very likely that seems like it's going to be the exit point for the bad tide, which is fine. Like, you know, this is probably going to be like our third water reserved area, so I'm not too concerned about that place getting flooded or, you know, getting bad water. But it's mostly trying to keep this area somewhat clean, especially when a bad tide happens, because most of this mountain is going to get just bad. It's just going to have bad water. So trying to avoid that as best as we can. I mean, we could also just do, well, I don't know. But yeah, right now the goal is, I think because we're so close to getting over here, I think our goal is just to head over here and just get that established. I feel like we are pretty much sustainable for now, other than like a couple of sick beavers and like a low population since the last drought. Food and stuff is good. Science is still being worked on. I think our only, oh yeah, we're also making cassavas, fermented cassavas, because we do have the fermenter now, since we got this steam powered engine, which is using up our water supply, but that's not the end of the world. I don't think, at least I hope not. We're also slowly getting our bolts in, so that'll be good when we finally, you know, when we can finally make stuff. Because I don't know, what can we make? Because I think this is getting worked on. This is the smelter, right? Yeah, this is the smelter. It's got, other than planks, it's got everything else. And I think our planks are actually on pause. No, they're not. They're just extremely slow because there's like 1 beaver working here. That should be fine. Do we need more gears? I mean, it's always good to have gears. Let me look at what we need those bolts and stuff for. Because we need it for you. I mean, we do, but this is also a lot of science. I'd like to eventually get this up and going. Doesn't feel like it's going to happen anytime soon. Also checking, I mean, we do the oil press, which, you know, gives us more food. You can even do this hydro. I mean, the garden here takes a lot of water. It takes more water than you expect it to take. You can also do coffee. These deep water bad pumps, fluid dumps could be useful. Deep machine fluid pumps. What does this need? Yeah, we're not getting that for a while. Not getting that. I mean, these are good. Just, you know, we don't need them at the moment. These are the things that I'm really trying to aim for. It'd be nice to start getting dynamite built. Yeah, it would be nice to get dynamite built sooner rather than later. It's 400 science. Because if we can get dynamite built, but we need a bad fluid pump though, which is deep bad water pump. Where do we have a consistent source of bad water here, which we can make work. I think we also have one here. They're still working on this dam. This is why the beavers got sick, because they were working on that dam and I flushed out the bad water at a bad time. Classic move. Yeah, I think the closest one are going to be these two here. Trying to get to one of these two. We might be able to get to this one. But I do want I do want this. We're getting close to it. All right. Well, first things first. Let's actually get over here because we're so close. We might as well just get over here. Another thing would be good. Where are those bridges? Starting to get these like overhangs unlocked would be great. They're pretty expensive. Obviously getting the tube system up and going would be great too. Oh man, these are expensive. I mean, we could always go with the old reliable. I think we know that works, unfortunately. If there's one thing I wish the developers could make, is something similar to this. Because I don't like using storage boxes to make bridges. But if there was a block in the game that would let us do this essentially, where it's like, because how much did these storage things cost? It's like 3 wood, yeah. If they could make something that is 3 wood that isn't just like a dam, because the dam's 20, man, that's a lot. Levy's 12. Because how much is the... So this is 6. We're saving 3 logs doing this. I don't know. Maybe we should... No, well, this is planks though. Maybe doing like this as logs, like 6 logs instead of 6 planks would make it a little easier for the general player just to kind of get past it. I'm trying to think. Our best way to get up here. We want to end up here. I'd like to try to step away from this stuff, because I don't want everything to be like a storage unit. It is semi-cheating. It's not really cheating because it is a mechanic in the game. To remove it would be pretty difficult. No, I should do that a little differently, huh? Everyone looks fine. I think we're okay to ignore them for a little bit. I think we're gonna need that stuff regardless. I think we can go from here. Go from here and then here. There we go. And then we're gonna need... Yeah, we're still gonna need that staircase here. And we're still gonna need that thing here. Get that connected. And then just do a little bit of cleanup. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Me, actually. Okay. So, we'll eventually get there. How are we doing food-wise, water-wise? We're doing good. We still have like 20 days left of this drought to actually work on. Oh, brother. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. What else? What can we do? Let's try to fast forward a little bit. And hope that everyone doesn't just explode. Because that's always my biggest concern, is that as soon as we go into warp drive, all the beavers just explode and die. Horribly mismanaged by me, yours truly. You have one beaver working here, that's fine. We have a pretty low population, especially with the 2 sick beavers. We don't have a ton of extra people. How's this looking? Still have a good amount of water there. Pretty soon we'll be able to pump out of here, because this is a pretty good like natural deterrent for bad water. Like, as you can tell, like bad water wasn't able to really get its way in here. So this could stay pretty consistently clean, just because of the way the landscape kind of worked out there. The thing we got to work on though is definitely getting across here and then building some type of, getting that dam built here, that floodgate, so that when bad tides do eventually come, we can, you know, at least keep this area clean. And then also that gives us the opportunity to end up over here as well, to slowly work our way over there. Show. Now it's just a matter of waiting. It's just a waiting game now. And we only have two beavers actually working. This could be another long one. Could definitely be just another long one, especially because I've reduced their working hours now, because I want them to have like better stats. I want them to be a little happier. And you know, an easier way to do that is to at least give them less hours to work. And we're at a point where we have fairly large amounts of storages where we need to be worried about scrabbling, trying to quickly just, grab as much water as we possibly can, grab as much food as we possibly can. We can kind of afford to just, let things be. Because yeah, early game, like the first like 2 or 3 streams, we needed them working like 24 hours realistically, but we can only really get away with like 20 hours. We needed them working a lot more because there'd be such a short, like, safe season. Like, we'd have clear skies and shit like that for like 2 or 3 days. And then everything will start hitting the fan again, like droughts and bad waters, all kinds of stuff. Almost immediately. But now that we have like about 1,000, units of storage for water and like over 1,000 storage units for food, I think we're okay for the most part. Now it's just trying to refocus on getting our population numbers back up again, which could take a little bit of time, because we did lose like about half of our beavers during the last major drought and bad tide that we just had. We should be fine letting this one guy just work this pump. I don't think it's the end of the world. We are starting to get berries here. We could think about getting berry guy down here. Don't we have a gatherer? Isn't this a gatherer? That's a lumberjack. That's fine if he's there. I do definitely need though a little dude to gather food, like to gather berries, because one thing I learned is that despite not needing it, you still need berries. Like berries are still important, especially when you're the Iron Teeth and your population solely, relies on this. But we're looking good so far. Material wise, we're looking good. It's just workforce wise, we use a couple more people. And then we can start thinking about getting pumps in here. Once this is like fully done, we can think about getting pumps, because what I want to do is I want to get pumps in these areas, which this is the one I'm probably like the most dubious of, just because as you can see, like we can't get to this building. Even if we do like a flip. Because yeah, we could definitely get someone here. Like this is not, well, hold on. This is not an issue. It's this one where like I want to get like an extra person in here, but we would have to build out like one square. We do have the planks to do this. There we go. And I need to get our beavers over here. Just so they can, oh, dang it, hold on. Yeah, because I think I want this to more so be water storage than I do like, you know, a second colony. Because this is great water storage, but this has, like, as of right now, this has the risk of getting bad water. This has less of a risk of getting bad water. So we'll make this one work. There's also like this right here. If there was a way for us to like redirect water, this would be like deep storage. Really good deep storage right here for water. That would require us to blow out a channel though. We would have to get a channel blown out with dynamite. Either that or do some kind of like Mick Jagger maneuver here. Try to get it to, no, I think it'd just be easier just to blow out a channel. Get a channel blown out. Have it all dumped into here and then get a few extra pumps down there. Just extra water storage that's extra safe from all the dangers of the world. We have one hauler, which is great because we need that one hauler to keep this field. Water is starting to slowly drop, but I'm not too concerned. There's someone who doesn't have a job. How is that possible? There are so many things you could be doing right now. Like for instance, you could be a builder. Don't you like building stuff? Building stuff is great. Helping the colony out? That's a gift. Let's see. I feel like end game though. I feel, because I said I was going to do this mid game. We're kind of like sort of in the mid game, but I wanted to get these out during the mid game. I don't think I'm going to be able to with the way things are right now. I'm going to have to deal with these at the end game when we are like, you know, maybe close to like almost 100 beavers, when we can at least get like a builder's hut, this thing, when we can get this. Oh no, we have a lot of extra beavers. We're starting to get extra beavers now. That's a great sign. That's a really good sign. So it looks like we just had a bunch of babies just grow up at the same time. I know I have these two. I'd like to get our baby makers centralized so I can keep track of them better. The only problem is that I got like 2 areas dedicated to berries, and that's about it. Wow, we are getting like a good influx of population now. We're actually starting to recoup. That's a great sign. How's this going? Nothing's getting done over there. Nothing's really getting done over here. I think what I want to do is take a couple of beavers out of here. Probably want to up this a little bit. And I think... I want to find a place that has... You're already here. Let me pause things real quick. Maybe we get our second scientist over here. We're gonna have to start lowering the water a little bit. How low is this? Oh, brother, that's getting pretty low. Let's try to get some water in here. I don't want it to, you know, flood past this. There we go. Share some of that water over here. All right, that's enough water. You had enough. That's good. I want to get rid of all of our water. Oof, I pulled it up just in time too. That was scary. I'm trying to think, what can we do to up the morale? We could get this built. Oh. There we go. So I don't have to worry about that. Scratching post. That's pretty good. That would be nice. I just don't know where I would put it. Maybe I'd put that in our water reserves. Building lacks goods. That's fine. Decorations, I'm not like too concerned about decorations. Like lanterns would be good, I guess. But what do they cost? Oh, they're kind of expensive. I definitely want to get the triple floodgate unlocked sooner than later. And obviously I want the bad tide stuff and all kinds of stuff. As you see, still working on this. We're just waiting for materials. Make sure that has a path. Don't want to get caught with my pants down again. I am curious what the builders are up to. Because we have a builder's hut here. And then we have these guys also. I guess they're just really preoccupied trying to build these bridges. We got planks, we got gears, and we have logs. I'd like more logs, but you know, our forests have not regrown yet. And then eventually I have to worry about this. And he can chop all this down. I might have to pull a builder from here just to get like a forester, start working in here. Just so we can start replanting all this stuff. And then I have to worry about whenever these start to repopulate. Once we start getting berries again. But at least having the fermented cassavas, that's good. That gives us a, you know, a variety of food, which does help the beavers. Oh, this guy. This bum. He's just waiting for cassavas to show up. Is there anything else he can ferment? Soybeans and mushrooms. Let's see. It would be here, right? We have soybeans. Where are the mushrooms coming from? I think the mushrooms are coming from this thing, correct? No. This thing, huh? Yeah. It just needs a lot of water. It's a whole lot of water. Does it show recipes? I think for now we're fine with food. We have a little bit of variety of food. Mostly the variety is also to help reduce the cost of berries, so that you know, the beavers aren't trying to eat all the berries, because we kind of need the berries for babies. Okay, we got 3 workers. We need them doing other stuff. Trying to see what needs more support. You definitely need support. Oh, I wish this was built already. Why has this not been built? It's taking like 1,000 years. We got 1 beaver that needs a job. I guess you can come back here. Water's starting to get pretty low. We need to diversify, actually. Let's get someone in here. Because Yeah, water's starting to get a little low. We can take more water from here than I would like to take water from here, because I think at here we're now below like a block of water, and we still have like 7 days left. Okay, thank goodness this has been built. That's set up. Let me make sure they're all like, yep, they're all synced. Okay, good. There we go, perfect. So once we actually get some water coming down here, oh man, it's gonna be glorious. This whole thing's gonna be flooded. It's gonna be great. We're just waiting for them to get this stuff built. There might be a lot on their plate, so it's maybe part of the reason why it's taking so long, because they just got a lot of things to do. Not enough time. And then on top of that, they're also not working as hard. Me berries. We're running low on berries. I need more babies. I'm just curious, like, what are they working on? Because it feels like nothing's been worked on. Guys, what are you doing? Oh, they're still working on this. Ugh. Dang it. That's gonna take 1,000,000 years. He's still sleeping. What are you up to? You're also building that dam. Yeah, my beavers are just spread a little too thin. Yeah, they're still working on this dam over here. They're working through the queue. Thankfully, this got built though. So now we're just waiting for these. It's just taking 1,000 years. Man, I really need those pipes. I really need to get the tube system down here. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, put another thing on their plate. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. It needs to be done. Let me think. Because we need to work our way down here. Which is the lowest point? This is definitely the lowest point. Yeah, I think that's the lowest point. This is also a pretty low point. We could redirect it a little bit faster. Dump it into this area. Which that basically dumps into the same kind of water system. And we can get here a little bit quicker, can we? I mean, we have infrastructure. It's a little closer to us. I don't know. I think it might be easier just to work down here. But I'll worry about that later. What I want to do now is I want all this stuff to get built. We got 4 days left of this dumb drought. We are running very low on water. Food is also getting a little bit low. I think we get the bad tide stuff, right? Because we need dynamite. So I think the goal is to get over here. This is a much easier goal. This is a much more feasible thing for them to do. Granted, like we're running really low on time. Well, not time, but like the beavers have so much on their plate. I don't think they want to be doing this on top of everything else. I'm trying to think what this is going to fill up to be. It's probably going to be... This is a pretty tight space, actually. It would be the bad water pump. It'd probably be here, huh? Actually, yeah, if we can delete this little path here, we might be able to get the bad pump into that little area. What happened to my music? Quickly. I can hear the voices. The water pump. That's a little bit better. Yeah. And this needs... We can definitely get that built. And then storage-wise... just so we start getting some bad water. I don't even know if I want to prioritize this over the other stuff we're building. Because everything we're building is kind of important. We do have a free beaver. I think we just need to start like pumping more workers into these buildings. All right, we actually have berries finally. Somebody come over here and gather this. This is finally grown too. Still waiting for that to get built. Just because this stupid thing's taken 1,000 years to build. We are running very low on logs. We need a place that we can chop. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. What is being marked for demo? All right, let's redo some of this. Make sure this is all, you know, good to grab. We're so close. I just need some water. I just need more water to come in. Come on, buddy. We're running really low. Look at this. We're almost 2 blocks deep. Holy moly. That's not good. Yeah. We seriously need to be over here. We need to be over there, and we need this to start filling up. Because we really need to like stop pulling water from our reserves, like our necessary crops. Jeez. We're so close. We can wait. We can wait this out. Yeah, I can drop this for now. Let's just rehydrate all this stuff. Get the pumps back. Probably wait a little bit for that pump. Yeah, because we definitely will know. We should get all the pumps. All the pumps pumping. Get them moving. Get them grooving. Wait for this guy to overfill. I probably should just drop that. Let more water rush through faster. Because, yeah. Who knows? The next cycle could be like around the corner. It could literally be tomorrow when we just get screwed over again. Yeah, because I need this to be filled up ASAP. Because I want to move some of these pumps into this area. Speaking of which, since we're talking about pumps, get that put there. We could actually... I think if we do this, we can actually get 2 pumps in here, right? Let's go. 2 pump gang. Does he have a path? No, he does not have a path. Now he does. And then the pump over here, we don't have to necessarily worry about as much. Come on, I need that water. Move faster. The son of a gun. Quicker. We're pumping more than we can make. There we go. Finally. Now we can think about raising this back up. Then get this back up to 9. It's gonna probably flood a little bit, but we'll be fine. The water will figure itself out again. Yeah, that was fine. We're doing good. Population's doing great. Food is a little low, not gonna lie. If I could get a few extra beavers to make food. Maybe pause you. Maybe pull one guy out of here. Just to get these crops moving a little bit faster. Bit of a dry spell here. Fine. Come on, water. Come on. We don't have a limit. I need that water. Please! I just need a day. Well, I got 3 days. What more can I ask for, really? They've been so kind to me. Let's start getting this backfilled a little. Because I want this to start filling up our water here. There we go. How's this looking? Oh, that's like basically done. We got one more guy. One more dam to get built. So yeah, 3 days. Easy. Easy for us. We can easily recoup our water. The food is slowly getting there. These guys are working to the bone. We could try to get back to 20 working hours because we're still kind of like, we're trying to scrap for food. Like we're scrapping, we're getting all scattered. We're trying to grab what we can. We're trying to squirrel away all the food we can get, all the resources. Berries we're doing great on. It's everything else we're not doing too hot on. And out of everything else, I'd like this to get worked on. Because this is starting to get filled up. That's great. I think this is basically done. Yeah, that's pretty much done. So this will stay green for, I mean, kind of stay green for the most part. There we go. Finally, we got someone here. How's this looking? We really do need the workers. Once we get these 2 pumps in here and this starts filling up to the second layer, I'll feel pretty good. We could even, no, because we already kind of committed to this height. I was thinking we could get it up 1 more level, but then we would have to like demolish these and then do them again at 3 high. But we'd have to do these at like 3 high and then do these at 2 high and then expand over here. It's just a lot of wood, a lot of extra wood that we can't really afford to get rid of. I'd like someone working here. Just because now we got a bunch of trees here. I'd like to get a dude in there. I'd like to get a second dude in here. But this guy seems to be preoccupied. But this is getting worked on again finally. Now that we're starting to get logs again. Food supplies are going back up pretty quickly. How's this little project going? It's being worked on. It is officially broke ground. There's the drought. We barely got 6 underwater, but we did get a pretty decent supply of stuff. We're about a little more than halfway filled with our stuff. We're gonna let these guys keep pumping. This is almost there. This is like very close to actually being usable. And it's a slightly shorter drought, so that's a good sign. You know, We can afford to do this a little. It won't be as harsh as the last drought was. So I think I gotta keep them pumping a little bit longer. But now that the drought's hit, we can probably reduce working hours again. Just because I needed them to grab stuff. I needed them to hurry up and quickly grab things. Yeah, let's get this back to 16 hours. And we can turn you off. We'll have to turn you off. And I think I'll leave these 2 pumps just going. But yeah, not bad. Not too bad. I think that is the height that we set, just about. Yeah, that's more or less the height we set up. Now they're working on this so we can get a 3rd pump in. That'd be great. So then we'll be able to move the majority of these pumps over. At least these 3 pumps we can like have in here. And just keep this for, you know, farm. Reserve this stuff for farm use. And obviously, if bad tides ever happen, we'll have this safety net of water. No extra beavers born yet. I mean, there are a lot of jobs to fill up. The cassavas are definitely not growing fast enough. These are growing pretty fast. The kohlrabies are growing like, you know, like clockwork. It's just the cassavas just take a long time, take a little bit longer. So we're always eating up our backlog of fermented food. Especially because we have to deal with this guy. We have to wait for this guy to get a supply. Berries are looking good though. We have like almost 300 berries. You know, even if the beavers do start to eat the berry supply, which I would prefer if they didn't, but if they did start, I wouldn't feel so bad. This guy can go on a break. Go find a new job. You need a new job. You want to be a hauler for now. Till I can figure out something else for you to do. But yeah, right now our bottleneck right now is just trees. Speaking of which, we can probably get someone over here to start replanting trees again. And now that these are chopped, I can finally put the trees I want in here. Perfect. Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, this guy finally got built. Let's go. No one's working here yet, but we got 3 steel beams. Nice. Let's go. Oh, auto saving. Okay. Awesome. It's just been passively getting scrap. And now we're finally at the steel beam stage. This is getting worked on. Oh, this is beautiful. Things are finally getting pushed forward now that this has been dealt with. So we can pretty soon get dynamite. We're just a few steps closer to dynamite. Which then we can probably even dynamite this one thing lower. Just so that or we can even come over here and get this dynamited, or yeah, maybe here, because this is the outer ring of our mountain, because we want the outer ring to drain. Or we could even think about over here somewhere. No, that's the lowest point. That would be the easiest to work on, because the sooner we can get the bad water out, the better for us. So if we can get this like just dumped out here, that would be good. But I'm thinking like if we can get enough bad water, we could probably just get it dumped out here. We try to lower this by a couple of by like 1 or 2, like about 1. We'd only have to blow up one stage. But that's a very good sign. Good sign that this is getting worked on. Because now we can actually think about getting this unlocked. We do have enough science. We have extra science. We don't have enough science to get both of these, but we can get one of them. I might get this unlocked. Yeah. And then this is... Hold on. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Yeah, we're gonna need more stuff. That can get worked on whenever. Not too concerned about that. Man, water is brutal right now. We can actually get the next pump one here. There we go. And then as far as storage is concerned, we could put a lot of water storage along this ridge. But I mean, we kind of need it all spread out. We need water just in general. Oh, this needs to be changed over to water. That's not good. We could have had more water storage. I wonder if there's anything I can build over here for them. Maybe they need another campsite. Not enough space here. Oh, that would have been a decent spot. No, we can't really build that there. I want access to building more homes. This would be good because I know this is a pretty small item. I need the science. I need science. Looks like one of our contaminated beavers either passed away or, you know, cured itself. Who knows? Well, this got dealt with. Oh, thank goodness someone's actually here. All right, excellent. This is getting worked on. Thank you, good sir. Getting pretty close. Awesome. And then it is the dynamite. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. This needs to be prioritized by haulers. Can't have that guy constantly going back and forth. Actually, I can lower this by a wee bit. That was a little loud, but that's fine. Let's see, how's this going? Halfway there. You're halfway there, guys. You're so close to civilization. Over here, I mean, this is a little weird because this is like a little aqua bridge or something. Like a little alcove underneath this thing. This would be pretty good. I guess if you can get a pump in here, you can get like 2 deep. This is getting worked on. Getting pretty close. Maybe instead of like blocking this off, we could maybe then actually focus on this. Because we should be getting bad water pretty soon. Oh, we're still waiting for the dry season to end. Oh, you don't need to be here yet. No need to be there. We're still waiting for this to spurt. How's this stuff looking? Use a little bit of water. Let's get a tiny bit of water in there. Just a little bit. Come on. There you go. A little bit more. You're thirsty. Thirsty little ground. All right, that's enough. Had too much. Put that back at its normal height. All right, so these are ready. These are ready whenever the drought's over. And then we can start migrating these pumps over here. Actually, we might as well just start now. Because some of these places, there's no one here. I'd like to keep him there. Well, no, because we can... Yeah. Because right now we only have 2 pumps working. And we might keep these 2 pumps in their locations anyways. Just in case, but I feel like this is going to be more than enough storage for us. Enough clean storage, to be exact. No extra beavers yet. Looks like we can turn this back on. This can get paused. Let me get that tree planted. There we go. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hello, Rose. Hopefully you're a fan of beavers. Right now, I am kind of just on the Rose Tinted Stitches. Oh, that's a cool name. I like that username. I wish I could have thought of it. Obsessed with this game. Me too. I love this game. It's stressful. I'm playing on a hard mode. This is the first time I played Timberborn on a hard mode. And I was really stubborn and I really wanted to work on this map. I really wanted the Helix Mountain to work out. Oh, nice. That's very cool. Awesome. That's a good name. Rose Tinted Stitches for crochet. That's very nice. I'm guessing you have an Etsy. Is my best guess. I'll have to check it out sometime in the future. I'm not a big fan of I mean, crochet's not my thing. You know, I'm a little more into like video games and whatnot and cards, but I mean, I always enjoy a good crochet. I always enjoy a nice plushie here and there. Right now, we are currently trying to migrate. Oh, we're so close to migrating too. We're trying to get this little settlement over here. Let me make sure this is connected. There we go. Yeah, just selling in person, but going online soon. Yes. Okay, nice. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I have a friend whose sister does crochet, and she does conventions. She started going to local conventions to sell her like Pokemon plushes that she also crochets. So very familiar with the business. Always a fan of that stuff. But yeah, right now it's just sitting on our thumbs, waiting for the drought to end. It's been brutal. We got like 3 days of good weather. We went from like a 20-day drought to like 3 days of water and then like 17 days of drought. We're almost at the end of that. Is she too small for Nintendo to go after? I always wondered. Yes. Yeah, Nintendo, I mean, despite Nintendo being as big of a company as it is, Nintendo cannot check every single crack and crevice out there in the world. Especially if you do like what you're doing, like if you do in-person sales, it's far harder for them to get. And then obviously posting things on Instagram, being like, oh, you know, I made this, you know, for more information, you know, DM me or all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo is notorious for you know, punching down on the little guys. But if you do conventions and stuff like that, and like you don't make it, you know, super obvious, then you should be fine. Because I think they sell like I know they've done like plushies of like Arcanine and stuff like that, and that was fine. And I think I had someone else do like the little Pikmin. I've seen a lot of little Pikmin ones. What's going on here? We need a person. And usually, like, if Nintendo does notice you, if Nintendo notices you, they'll send you a cease and desist first. Like, they won't just immediately send, like, the Pinkertons at you. Yeah, yeah. So, I wouldn't be too scared. Because even if they do notice you, they'll usually just send you a letter first, and then you just kind of pivot off. Oh, thank you. Trying different ones. I really, ooh, if... because I'm guessing you're a Mrs. I've not been a big fan. I mean, obviously, a lot of pre-made models are female oriented, and it's been like tough for me because I've wanted to do like pre-made models too, but there's not been a lot of like male dominant pre-made models. But a model, an artist that I like a lot is, what is it, Twin Tails. Twin Tails on Twitter has a pre-made model that's pretty customizable. And I like the design. I know Iron Mouse has used their model in the past, and I believe, who is it? Has Chibi used it? Maybe. Yeah, Fimo. Not on most of the styles. Yeah. No, the nice thing about Twin Tails is that what I like about Twin Tails models is that she does have like the she did a really good job designing a flat-chested pre-made model. So you can do the boobs, but you could also do the non, you know, the flat chest stuff. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah. But I really like my model. I did do the art for my model, but I did have a friend do the rigging. Goofy Honko. They don't normally do commissions, but I was able to convince her to help me out. But yeah, but if you're looking for like a pre-made one, I really like Twin Tails. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this took a while. Man, I mean, this art is about like 3-ish years old. But it recently, like about a year, it got a year ago, the rig just got updated. So I definitely look a lot better than I did maybe a year and a half ago. Finally, water. We could thrive again. Let's see, is there anything I need to focus on right now? But yeah, I always recommend, like, if you could do your own art, I always recommend making your own model, because while the rigging is difficult, doing the art is not crazy. And then of course you're always going to get exactly what you want. Yeah, me too. I love plaid. Plaid shirts are about the nicest shirts I own. I don't tend to be the you know, wearing a suit kind of guy. So plaids are about as nice as I get, unfortunately. But yeah, I enjoy plaid too. All right, looks like water's about to spill over. We're doing good there. That probably means this is about to, yeah, that's doing good. So I gotta start getting guys over here. Oh, we definitely have enough people over here. Let's get some dudes over here. Because that was the whole reason this was built, was to get safe, clean water. And then I could think about if I want to keep these or not. Because I'm curious if I want to keep these here or not. Not 1000% sure. Because I don't have a plan for these spaces. These are kind of just like empty spaces. I have no issue. I have no plans currently to do anything with them. We got berries here now. That turned on again. But yeah, bros, if you're, you know, enjoy the show, sit back, relax, enjoy the show as I squirm and and try to work my way around all these droughts and bad tides. You know, give it like 10 minutes and I guarantee you we'll be hit with something else pretty soon. It'll be quite hilarious. Let's see, what is the issue? No recipe. Make some explosives. I need explosives. And then let's get someone over here. Because now that we're pulling people out, let me see. Might have to like start reducing our workers a little. Because I've been pulling a few too many people. I think that's fine. Ah, you bum. Go find a new job. Where's this guy? Oh, there he is. Zoom in. Prioritize by hauler. Make sure our guys here are not wasting too much of their free time. But yeah, what are the biggest issues? Because this is also the first time I've done a map this big. Usually I'm used to doing like the like the 50 by 50 maps. The first couple of maps I did were like the much smaller ones. This is the first time I've done like a huge map this huge. And yeah, I'm quickly learning that I'm spread way too thin. I need to get the tube system up and going soon. Oh, this is getting built. Yes, let's go. All right, so we're officially over here now. What do we want to do? The terrace map. Ooh, I haven't tried that one. Endgame though. Oh, nice. I've gone to endgame a couple of times, but this is gonna be the first time I do like the what is it? What is it called? This thing, the monuments. This is the first time I'm gonna be doing the Earth Repopulator, because the other series, I did all the other like achievements and all that stuff, but I never really invested into the Earth Repopulator. So I'm hoping in this run I can do that. Which this run is going to be the, you know, hard mode, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, there's the drought. I might as well just keep this here. I'm just going to keep that there. And I'm going to figure out what can I do here. I think what I want to do first is get all this chopped down. I think that's what I want to do first. Now that we're here. Because I definitely need logs. There we go. Try to get these last few stragglers. Then get a couple of lumberjacks here. Where's the best place for these guys? Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's see. I got 77 well-being achievement on my second map, but it looks it took some finagling. Yeah. Oh man. I feel so bad for these beavers. Like, I have not been able to focus on their well-being at all. Like, I made a roof, I made a terrace, and then they got a campfire, and that's about it. That's about as good as they got it right now. And then, like, 16-hour work days. That's about the best I can do for these guys. How to spell that word? Yeah. To be fair, that was the first time I've seen it spelt out, so, you know, good on you. I would not have been able to figure that out first try. But as far as like well-being is concerned, man, like it's so much science. That's one of my biggest issues with this game, is that it costs too much science and too many supplies. We could actually probably get this built. I feel like this would be a good idea. Because I know I have some free space in here. Yeah, right here. Like little things like right there. That'll be good. Oh yeah, they got some trees to look at. No, spoiled. Where can I put this? I guess right here. Make life a little better for them. And then do I have housing here? Or did I? No, I do still have housing here. Okay. I'm gonna have to try some harder maps or play on harder modes. I've done fine so far. Are you playing on hard mode? Out of curiosity. Because this is my first time on hard mode and I'm like sweating bullets. This game is so difficult. At the very least, I think maybe this map is just really difficult. The one thing I had to learn is I just have to like overproduce food. I need more challenge. Okay, I know they recently did some new maps. There was a couple of new maps where they added like bombs and stuff to the map. I think it's like Tubeways, I think is the name of the map. It's one of the newer maps they made. And they have like all the water underground, like it's at the bottom of the map are all these waterways. And under those waterways, they have a bunch of bombs that just will randomly explode. Yeah, pressure, that's what it is. That's it, pressure. I was thinking about pressure, but it's like too many new mechanics for me to be like comfortable. I'm scared. I'm a little too scared to try it out. There's a drought, 24 days. Oh, brother. How are we doing on water? We are not doing good on water. Oof. Come on, little guys. I need you to pump harder. Oh, brother. Food is, I think, okay. I'd like a little more food, but I think that's fine. I've watched so many people play the map. I can probably play it now, and I've done a few maps. Oh, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah. Actually, a long time ago, I saw somebody play this map before because I noticed that they redid some of the layout back in the beta. Back in the beta, they had I don't think the bad water thing was even here. And I think the water source, there was like a water source somewhere over here, I think. But they completely redid this map. And I'm so upset because now it's like 10 times harder. This map is so much harder to actually do. Let's see. I just wish we could get a little more water. I mean, that's why this is here. This is our reserves right now. These guys should be good. It just sucks that they're so far away. How's this doing? I think this got, yeah, this is built now. So he's working on these trees. And then we can work on maybe coming down here. And then going over here. Oh, I wanted to, I'm pretty sure you already know this little trick. But to save on supplies, I had to start using small warehouses to build over gaps and stuff like that. I know it looks terrible and I'm very ashamed of it. But this is the only thing I can do right now, you know, with such a little supplies. Yeah, I do too. It is so convenient. I really wish they would rework the platforms. I wish the platform was maybe like 6 logs instead of 6 planks. 6 planks is a lot. Even 3 planks, I feel like would be better. But I really do feel like they need to like rework this. Just because like, I think it's intentional. It's intentional that you're able to build a path on top of a storage unit. But, you know, then you can do these kind of like, these little hacks here. Because it costs only like, what, 3 logs? Yeah, it's only 3 logs, man. Like, that's so cheap not to take advantage of. Iron Teeth. I'm playing Iron Teeth, which is much harder. Because last season's I did the Foxtails, and it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I'm doing the Iron Teeth. I'm trying to get babies born, but it's taking forever. But we're about at a population of 30, so that's not a bad sign. I think we're doing good. Yeah. And then these are still pretty empty, so we got plenty of space for new babies. But yeah, the Iron Teeth on this map has been quite difficult. And also, I was dealing with contamination, and it turns out the Iron Teeth, they can only, like, I can just barely start working on the decontamination pods because I didn't have the steel yet, you know, until I got to over here. So I just had a couple of sick beavers just hanging around for a while, which is very unfortunate. How's this doing? That's doing good. Yeah, need more. Need more. Go do something, you bum. Let's see. I think you're fine. I don't like getting rid of the forest people. Or the, what are these? The foresters. I don't like getting rid of the foresters because they always keep... Well, no, maybe right now I can. Because he's got nothing better to do right here. Like, these, we're just waiting for this to grow again. And I can probably start grabbing more berries. But yeah, this beaver always has a hard time kind of chopping all these trees down. Let's see. Looks like you have a very strong little storage. Yeah. Yeah, no, my biggest issue right now is size. I'm spread way too thin. Because I'm trying to centralize everything, but you know, I have industry here, I have storage here. Obviously I have like water just spread out everywhere. But yeah, right now storage is a little low, but I'm also spread way too thin. Like these beavers just can't get to all these places fast enough. Yeah, it really is a race. That's why I really want, like, where is it? I want these tubeways. I can probably start working on these tubeways now. I just need the science, which is very slow. Science is very slow because we just got like one dude, one poor guy over here. But right now, I think, what can we focus on? I probably want to get like more centralized storage because that's a good point. Maybe I don't have nearly enough storage. But what do I want to store? Yes, Zip lines are so much easier to work with. Like the tube system is so difficult. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. The Iron Teeth, they only got these stupid thing the 2 ways. I like the 2 ways. They look cool. But if you want it to look nice, you have to bomb everything underneath the ground and just put all your 2 ways underground. Either that or just have spaghetti everywhere. Yes. Zip lines are so much easier. Like you just build a couple of stations here and there and they're on their ways. But yeah, they definitely made the Iron Teeth a lot harder with the 2 ways. And then of course, you primarily want to be doing like, what is it? Here's a gate. There's so many new things here. Like, I don't know what a gate does. Disconnects the paths on demand. That could be useful. The vertical ones are good because I think you can build on top of the vertical ones. Just costs so much science. But yeah, that's definitely a goal pretty soon. Pretty soon, I'm hoping I can build one of the 2 ways here in the middle and then have it like go to these like major locations. How's this doing? We got people here? No, of course not. Let's get a couple of people over here. Try to get some logs. If we're gonna do that, let's go ahead and turn you off for now. And then we can probably turn... I guess we can turn you off for now. And we'll try to get a couple of log people over there. So let me see. What do I need? We have Grobbies. Grobbies are doing okay. I think berries are fine. This is doing fine. Scrap metal. You can always use more log storage. I feel like you can never have enough log storage. Scrap metal would probably be better. Where's my scrap? Is this scrap? No. That's cassavas. Is there a way I can click on this? No. I have no idea where my scrap storage is. I think, is it over here? I have scrap stored somewhere. Can't for the life of me find it. Is it this? No. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. What I need to do is I need to find another one of these. There's one here. I can definitely get here pretty easily. Because sooner or later, we're gonna need to come up here. There we go. Then we'll be able to grab that. And then there's another one here. One over here. Oh, there's a nice big one over here. Holy moly. We just got to get over there. Let me get haulers over here. Just so we don't waste too much of their time. Only 3 haulers. I don't know. This guy's not doing much work. These guys are not doing anything. He bums. Let's see if we can... Because I think right now everything's built, right? I think we have everything built. Yeah, so let's drop this by a little bit and get some haulers in here. Just so everything runs a little bit smoother. All right, this is doing great. I love that I built this. This is such a good idea. I'll use a little bit of water here. I can't wait to automate all this stuff. I saw that they added a bunch of automation. There we go. I just need to start investing into automation. Right now, the goal is just to survive. And I'm struggling with that. Yeah, I'm excited to look into it. Put this back up. 14 days. Oh, brother, it's taking forever. Where is the automation stuff? I always forget where this stuff is at. Here it is. All this stuff is scary. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Diggings are the kinds that can walk away from, but yeah. Every stream, I feel like after every stream, I have to sit here for like another 2 hours just to like get through the queue of builds. You get really sucked into this. I try to do at least 2 hours of stream time, and then I do like another 2 hours of like maintenance of just making sure everything doesn't die. So we have a lever, send manual control signal, a relay, forms. Measure the water flow below its arm. Okay. Depth sensor. I mean, that's fine. Send a signal based on the time of day. That could be interesting. This is also probably interesting. The weather one is probably the one I actually want to do. Power meter monitors the power network. Maybe. I don't think that's super necessary. That's probably not necessary. Maybe not that. An indicator. Don't know about that. Noise. Why would you put noisemakers? That feels terrible. Yeah, make one of each weather. One for each weather. Yeah, because I can imagine you probably want something like this for when bad tides hit. Like when it senses bad tides, it could probably like, you know, redirect all the floodgates and stuff like that. Or do you have to do the sluices? You might have to do these valves, because I'm guessing the valves are what actually take a signal. Otherwise, what would be the point of making these if you could just do it with the floodgates? We'll see. I'm hoping to get to a point where it won't be an issue. All right, we got 1,000 water. Let's go. Almost 1,000 food. And we're only 12 days left. We probably do need more berry storage. Where do I want the berry storage? I feel like maybe here you can get more food storage. Do I want to unlock this? Do we have enough planks? We got plenty of planks. Is this the one that goes into the ground? No, it's not. Where's the storage unit that goes into the ground? Did they get rid of that? I think they did. Oh, that sucks. That was my favorite one. That's a lot of stuff, though. A lot easier to build this. Let me go ahead and mark these for demolition. Underground piles is Fox. Oh, really? Dang it. Oh, that's my favorite storage unit. Dang. Man, why do the iron teeth suck? These guys are too difficult. Yeah, honestly, I do too. Oh, I'm starting to feel the pain. Feeling the pain of not having these little guys. We'll do 2 of those. Can I do another one of these? I can once those are destroyed. And then I want to build stairs so I can store stuff above these guys. Because I want to store, let's see. We could probably do more berries because we're definitely could use it. Actually, gears are, I don't have enough gears. We're running low on metal parts. I think cassavas are fine. I think we'll do berries. We'll do probably gears. And then here, we should probably do maybe metal blocks because we're already at capacity for metal blocks. At least prioritize. Yeah, I need just a deeper storage for berries, for more berries. Just because like sometimes the berries end up being our food supply, and I would like the population to be able to sustain itself. He's still working. How's this going? That's going. We could build stuff up here. That's nice. We could probably like extend our housing. Let's get more paths. There we go. Because I want to build a pump over here. Let's see. I am listening to Toontown music. This is Toontown music. R.I.P. Toontown. No, what's the name of this song? That's the Toontown theme. This is the gnome music playlist. I like listening to this kind of playlist because I mean, beavers are like adjacent to gnomes, right? I feel like they're little guys working, improving the land. So I felt it pretty appropriate. And now I think this is like Donkey Kong. This sounds like Donkey Kong. Let's see. Yeah, they are dumb-like. They are very gnomish. Let's see, flip. I think that's okay there. We just have to get a path over here. Yeah, once they work on these trees, then we'll be fine. Hogs are doing great. How's this doing? Is there someone here? No one's here. That's okay, because we're still working on this one. Yeah, and you can still reach these. Oh, these don't have paths. That's right. Sorry. Forgot to build the paths. There we go. Now I need to figure out a way to put storage above these. Because I want more storage. If I'm lucky, I can just do this. I can just copy and paste it. Now I just need to figure out a way to get up here. I think I can finally unlock this. Oh, it needs the pretty... I need the resin. For now, I can do that. And then I need to figure out a way to get up here. This is going to be a more involved staircase. I'd have to do that, and I have to get rid of this tree. And then what, it would be this, right? The too high? It's probably the too high. Once they get around to doing that. So let's see. I probably want, because this bottom one is, yep, metal blocks. Probably logs. That's gears, so we can probably get scrap in there. That's berries, so let's get like food, something food related. This Karabis though are doing fine. I will just put Karabis in there. That's fine. And then water. I want more water. Well, I feel like we have a lot of water. No, because I want to move these. I want to move this for sure. Yeah, let's get a water container here. It is... It's in here somewhere. There it is. There we go. Actually, can they get here? I don't think they can. Can they? No, yeah, they can get here. Now we'll do water. Prioritize by hauler. Oh, they can't get there. That's gonna be pretty tough. Why is this so difficult? How do I get them over here? I guess I would have to build a thing here. There we go. I might as well just get rid of all of this. I mean, I know I need the logs, but I don't need it that badly. That's good enough. We're getting to the point where we can at least get rid of the trees that we don't actually want. How's this doing? Okay. Okay. I have to start thinking about how I want to get over here. That's the tough part. We can waste a lot of logs crossing here, or we can cross from here. Maybe we cross from here, go up here, and then work our way down here. Okay. Maybe we do that. Yeah, because we still don't have that stuff. Any free workers? No. Everyone's busy. Oh, we need water. We need water, please. Oh no, we're running low. Help. There we go. Oh, we need more. Okay, good enough. Probably means we can turn this guy off. 4 more days. Oh, we have like a third. Okay. Well, thank goodness these guys are here. I can probably get rid of this. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Let's see. How's this doing? Excellent, excellent. Closer to our destination. Yeah, they'll be able to cut these down. We'll have to rely on this guy to get this last tree. Thankfully, they can reach that now. And then we can think about over here. We just have to think about what we want to do here. Yeah, because now that I'm here, what do I do here? You can grab the scrap here. We can make this a tree planting. Maybe. I know for sure I want to build a dam here, though. So because we're getting pretty close, we might need a staircase down here. There we go. And then we'll probably just do the standard, maybe the standard dam would be fine. And then once we actually start getting dynamite, we can dynamite this and have this be the drain for bad water. Oh. Is he gonna be fine? I guess they could just kind of walk up here. Okay. I trust you guys. No need for that. It's, oh, of course, now it's too far away from district. Stupid beavers. Yeah, when they were all dancing up here, of course. But now, oh, now it's too far. Unbelievable. Oh, we got like one more day. Let's go. Then we can start collecting bad water again, I think. Because this should fill up to... No. This is not going to work out. Oh, that sucks. This needs to be out a couple of blocks. Oh, crud. Oh, I'm dumb. Ouch. That's going to hurt. It needs to be built out to here. Oh, it's going to cost a lot. There we go, though. It needs to be done. Where's our pump? Up, 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 up. Up. There we go. Excellent. The only problem with this playlist is that occasionally it'll play a song that just has like a really, really long end. It's like a lot of dead air. Water, finally! I'm so thirsty. All right. Priorities. We're going to get a bad tide soon. I think that's unavoidable. We don't have dynamite. Can we unlock dynamite? I think it's here. Yes, we can. So we have dynamite now. I don't think we're going to have time to blow this out before the bad tide. We're going to try, though. Let's see if we can build a staircase going down here. There we go. So we're down here. Nope. Destroyed that. I need path. All right. I need a path that goes down here, then works its way over here. Okay. I feel like we need more beavers. How do we get our hands on more beavers? Maybe we take from here. Try to increase our numbers, at least here. There we go. Because this needs to be harvested a little bit faster. Still working on this. There we go. And that probably means we can close this up now. And that'll sort itself out. How's this going? Oh, they're slowly working on this. Thank goodness. Hallelujah. Come on, guys. So close. And as soon as this is dealt with, I'll put in maybe a floodgate. I guess a floodgate makes sense. Because if this turns into bad water, we can shut this off and then flush it that way in the future. Another drought. Fantastic. Love to see it. You love to see it. Couldn't even manage to get water in here yet. Come on, overflow. These are so close. Damn you, damn. Give it a little help. There we go. We're doing good. I think we're doing good. How's this going? Our storage unit, yeah, it was right here. Let's get that. I think it's gonna be this one, right? Yeah, we'll get that built. So we can start using this. Okay. I just have to think about what I want to do here. Because we got a lot of usable space now. So much room for activities over here. I'd like to maybe get this blown out to a little bit deeper. And then obviously then have a floodgate to let bad water out. As far as here, I'll probably leave this mostly the same. How's this going? Excuse me. Can somebody please pump? We need the stinky water. This does not push out a lot of stinky water. That's very pitiful. Like, I feel like I need to build a dam just to get more poop water. I feel like I need to also up the working hours a little bit because I just need some of this stuff. And as far as like the pumps are concerned, now that that's settled, let me push this back up. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, everything looks good here. Just waiting for this to spill over. All right, we got some bad water. Let us start working our way up here. Okay, right there. That. And then we could collect the logs here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna just get this demolished. That's fine. You don't need the water anyways. We'll get that demolished and then we'll set some bombs down. Because I like this to be the outlet for the mountain. When we do inevitably get that bad tide, I'd like this to be our outlet. Because this is a slightly shorter span to cover up. And if we put like a too high thing, like we can probably put a too high thing and it'll be fine. And it'll cost us a lot less materials versus the 3 high one. Yeah, that should be fine. There goes all the water. Thankfully, this is going to be doing fine. Man, we have, I think, probably 2K worth of storage here. All right, that's going to be all the bad water we get. It'd be nice to blow more of this up. But we have priorities. 25 days. Oh, I hate this game. This game is trying to like choke me out. Our food is really, really, really low. Holy moly. What is going on over here, guys? Are you not happy? What have I done to upset you? Barely have anything in cassava storage. This guy's just like on his ass. We definitely probably need another... We need more farms. I'm starting to realize that. Or we gotta move this maybe somewhere else? I don't know. Maybe this would be a good like farm tree area. Like a good farming area. Alright, this got demolished, so let's go ahead and build our little floodgates. Alright. And then let's get the... We got the dynamite place already built, right? Is this the one for dynamite? Yes, it is. Explosives. So he's got explosives. Let's get our explosive storage up. Where do I want explosives? Because we kind of do need a big thing for explosive storage. Where can you even store them? Is it in this stuff? Let me check. Yes, so it's the warehouse. So where can I put you? Maybe we can put the explosives here and then work on a staircase up there. Oh, that's rough. No. That's a bad spot. We are not building there. Explosives. Actually, this is leveled ground. So we can actually just build it right here. There we go. Perfect. And then this will be bombs. There we go. So we get a little bit more storage for our explosives. Ugh. Okay. I think we've done most of our goals for today. I think we're doing pretty decent. We're almost up. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. We managed to do this. I'd like to get this all blown out so we can do a deeper storage. That'll be for the future. But autosave. We have some bad tide water. We got some pumping here. Literally the worst location I could have put that, but you know what? For now it works. And that's all that matters. And we are currently working on getting this demolished and built. Oh, we got an extra worker. Yes, please. Welcome to the force. Come over here and start pulling trees out. I definitely need a better location for bad water collection. Unless I want to build like, I don't know, like a dam here or something. Like try to get this dammed up a little. I don't think it's very wise to be working around bad water though. If I can avoid it, I would prefer to. But I definitely need to find a better location than that. Here would probably be okay. Yeah, this is a way better location. I should have just built it over here. Yeah, because look, it's going to be a very long trip. But at least we have access to this. Is there another location? Way over here is another location. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this guy over here. Because this is also just a much safer place to be working. So let's see if we can get someone over here. Gonna take a bit. But I believe in you guys. You can do it. Wham. Wham. There we go. And then let's get the... We'll get just a regular dam built here. That should be fine. Just because this is a little bit of a safer space for our beavers to be working. And we can even get a medium tank over here for all of our poop water needs. There we go. I mean, we can leave this one here. We can leave it there for now. I don't think it's going to be super useful here, but, you know, it'll exist. It exists. It's a thing. Maybe once in a little while, we'll be able to pump a few ounces out of that little area. But I feel like this is going to be the main area, because we got a decent amount of space here to pump out of. All right. You're fired. No need to be here anymore. Okay, yeah, this is all connected now. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm trying to think. What do I want to do? Now that we got some dynamite. How's this? I want the priority of this to be a little bit higher, because I'm hoping by the next season, before the bad tide happens, I'm hoping we'll be able to blow this out. Yeah, because I want to start getting this worked on. Because I know, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones right now that we're gonna be hitting a bad tide pretty soon. I feel like it's just around the corner. And the sooner I can get this figured out, the better for us. Because then none of this storage here will ever go bad if I can get this sorted. And then this will just dump out here. Like, I don't think it's going to be an issue. And I still need to figure out what I want to do over here. All right, you're done. You're fired. I think I am going to do the extra farms here, potentially. The only reason why I don't want to do the farms here is because these are water sources, and the water sources can go bad. So that's the only reason why I would be hesitant to work here. Unless we make like a channeling system. Maybe. Because instead of blowing this out, we could potentially block these off and then make a channel that only filters out the bad water when it's the bad water season. Maybe. No. I don't know. Now that we're here, I don't know what to do with myself. We got a lot of logs though. We could definitely start looking at collecting these logs and this scrap here. And then as far as this one's concerned, this water source over here, still not 100% sure what I want to do with this one. How's this looking? Maybe we turn this one off, because we got 3 other ones over here. These guys are still pumping. gonna take a while for this guy to get here. Needs a little bit more water here. Oh, there we go. There's our water. A little more. Okay, okay, okay. That's enough. That's enough. No more. I definitely know I need to expand my farm. And maybe the tree stuff. All right, this guy's done chopping. Okay. These are all grown. We got to get somebody here. Let's get somebody here to start replanting. How's this looking? Okay, now this is bald. Excellent, excellent. Where are my dynamite? Here it is. So we only have 5 pieces. Not a lot. It is something though. You can get started there. So that's 3, 5. So we'd only be able to build up to here. We need 4 more pieces just to get this whole thing started. And then we can get this guy working on dynamite again. Because he's just sitting here doing nothing. How's this going? It's probably gonna take a bit for this to get built. Is there someone still here? Yeah, someone's still working here. Still got some beavers up here. Yeah, food is still coming in. Very slowly, but food is still coming in. Man, you think the with having 2 farms dedicated to the cassavas, we have a lot more food than this. It's crazy. Are the bees available to me here? I don't think we have access to bees, do we? No, I don't think so. Of course not. Just by luck. Definitely start looking at maybe a food factory, a garden, and then the oil press. Just because we need to condense our food more than just the fermenter. Because right now, if we do soybeans, actually, we can get more out of soybeans than cassavas. And what do we need to grow soybeans? They're very not resistant. What is the work area? Okay. I can maybe get soybeans if I do get rid of this, though. I probably maybe I want to start getting. I want to move this. Let's go ahead and let's do supply. Because I want this to get distributed everywhere else so we can plant more stuff here. But maybe we can eat up a couple of these. Try to get a couple of soybeans down. Maybe 2 rows would be enough for soybeans. I don't know. How's this looking? No progress. Fantastic. I don't know. Maybe we reduce the cassavas here. The kohlrabies. Maybe we reduce the kohlrabies here. And get some soybeans planted instead. How do we do that? Demolish building, delete rubble. Mark for demolition, I think, is what we want to do. A little unfortunate because we're getting rid of some good plants. So that leaves us with 4 rows. Maybe we can also get rid of this one. So we have 4 rows of each. Yeah, maybe that'll work out. And then watch this completely devastate our food supplies. I mean, it kind of is. It is maybe this wasn't a good idea. Well, we'll see. Regardless, we're doing it just to get soybeans in here. I feel like we need like three farmhouses here. Maybe we demolish this and get another farmhouse. Because I feel like these two could barely even keep up with the amount of crops we have. We can have you prioritize the kohlrabies. And then we can have you prioritize the cassavas. And then this one can do the soybeans over here. And the soybeans become available. And I think that works out. And then I'll probably end up doing another, I'll probably end up bombing this out too. Just to have a deeper storage, water storage here too. There's no water here. We are running so low on water. We need a way to shortcut this, because this guy's having to take the longest way around. A way we can shortcut this is we would have to blow all this up. Because right now, this guy takes the longest to get water to us. All right, buddy. You don't have to be here anymore. You've already planted your trees. Now we can leave this at like 1.9, or we can leave this on the floor just for when the drought finally ends. We'll get some water through. I don't really want to, but we might have to start pumping this. Looking pretty tough for us. Oh no, we need that water. We need this water. But I think I'm going to be wrapping things up here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Things are going to start getting a little busy right now. So I'm going to pause it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the speed, and then I'm going to pause it. And then I'm going to wish you all a lovely day. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Rose, for spending some time with me and chatting with me, talking about beaver stuff and whatnot. And I'll go ahead and love you and leave you here. Until next time, we'll be back next week with a couple of other games. But until then, goodbye. Adios. Sayonara. Bye.